Happy Motivational Monday, you all. I've been getting a ton of questions about LegalZoom, when it should be used, the difference between using LegalZoom versus hiring an attorney. And so I thought it would be awesome to have a quick conversation with you about the differences and just to be honest about the pros and cons of both, okay? So, for starters, LegalZoom is a document prep service. And what that means is that they provide documents as necessary to provide legal protections for individuals or companies. A lot of time people use LegalZoom for number one, creating wills or contracts for various situations. It can also be used for the formation of your business entity and several other contractual ways that you can use this site for your business. Some of the benefits of using LegalZoom is that number one, there's a low cost associated with LegalZoom. And so, where you may pay more for the use of an attorney, when you are utilizing LegalZoom, the fees are much lower. The second thing is that there's a quick turnaround. One of the awesome things about the website is that you type in information that you need or provide the information that they are looking for to be able to create those documents for you, and they spit them right back out to you within no more than 20 to 30 minutes of you inputting information. And then they also offer you some general guidance about what the form does, when it should be used, and that type of thing. And so overall, when you're looking at LegalZoom, I would say that the plus side of using LegalZoom is number one, it's low cost. Number two, there's a quick turnaround. And number three, it does offer you general guidance. However, the biggest thing that I think you have to take in consideration when you're making a decision about whether to use LegalZoom or an attorney is that LegalZoom is not a law firm. In fact, it includes a disclaimer that specifically states that it is not responsible for providing you with any type of information that would be the same as if you were consulting with an attorney. It pretty much encourages you to seek legal advice for more detailed information about the decisions that you are making or about how you are drafting particular forms on their site. They also offer this interesting disclaimer that says 80% of the people who fill out blank forms created by LegalZoom fill them out incorrectly. That's important to note because if you're not sure about what the forms or the fill in the blanks are being used for in the overall scheme of the document, you're not going to know per se what information you need to put in. Okay. And so that's where they kind of say, hey, you can reach out to one of our professionals who will customize this at an additional fee to you. And those professionals may or may not be attorneys who are licensed in your particular state, which makes a difference. So, given that disclaimer, what you should not expect from LegalZoom and what they will not provide to you is information at the same level that you receive if you were working with a law firm. They do not review the documents that you are creating for legal sufficiency, okay? So when you go into LegalZoom, they will ask you a set of questions. You will type in that information and it will generate a document for you. They do not look at the document that they have created based on your answers to that question to ensure that it meets legal sufficiency. And what that means for you is that they're also not drawing legal conclusions. They're not looking at the information that you provide to synthesize that information and to ensure that the information or the end product that they're providing to you actually matches your unique situation. And so the downside of that is that you're not getting something that's customized for your specific needs. And we understand that each of our situations, whether we're looking at the formation of a business or creating a will that protects our legacy, that is customized and different based on our own particular circumstances and situation. And so without having that legal counsel there, what you're doing is pretty much getting a generated template that includes your personal information, but is not customized to your particular needs. And with that comes risk, okay? So if you're not an attorney, then you're not particularly a seasoned vet at reviewing legal documents and reviewing legalese to know what things are appropriate for you in your particular situation versus what things are not. And that's what you're going to miss if you're not using an attorney for this type of work, okay? And so on the other side, when you look at attorneys, one of the biggest things that I think detours people from using attorneys is number one, price, and number two, the turnaround time. So what can we do in a situation where we like to include the help of an attorney, but we also want to make sure that we are getting the best bang for our buck, and that we're getting the information in a timely manner. Okay. Here are a few tips that I would recommend in that situation. Number one, realize that the work that you're getting from an attorney is from a professional who is going to study and analyze your particular situation, and who should, if operating at their best capacity, provide you with information regarding the the risk associated with the contract that you want to put in place, and should be able to think through and synthesize based on the information you're providing to let you know how these documents should be more customized to meet your particular needs. And the second thing is that they are really going to be there to help you, as it relates to giving you legal advice, right? So they can tell you, okay, I know that your intent is that you want to form this type of formation, but really, for your business to meet your business needs, it would be better if you form this type of formation instead. And so they're able to kind of break out what fits better based on the information that you're providing to them. And that's not something that you would get with LegalZoom. When you are searching for an attorney, one of the things you want to do is to make sure that you're finding an attorney who has a specialty in the area that you are needing help in. Okay, so if you're looking for someone to help you with estate planning or drafting a will, then you want to make sure that you're dealing with an attorney who specializes in that particular thing, so that they're able to provide the best services to you. The same would be the case for if you are looking to draft some type of contract for your business, okay? You want to make sure that you're utilizing an attorney who specializes in business law and who can provide that specialized attention to detail for you in the work that they're providing. It's okay to go into a conversation with an attorney with the mindset that you are interviewing that attorney for whether they are a good fit for you. So, a few things you want to be looking at is number one, do their values match up with the things that are important and the values that you have for yourself and for your business? Is this person going to be a good fit for me as it relates to personality, as it relates to turnaround time, as it relates to how they respond to emails, questions, or concerns? Is this person an expert as it relates to the particular need that I'm coming to this attorney for? And what does their pricing model look like? One thing that I know that consumers are especially concerned with is making sure that they are getting a bang for their buck. No one wants to feel like they are paying this a large fee for services, and that the services that they receive do not amount to what they paid out. Okay. So, one thing you might ask an attorney about is whether they offer fixed fees for certain services like contract drafting, or if there's an alternative fee model that could be used for that. That way, you're looking at a mutual benefit for both the attorney because they are receiving your business, and for yourself because you know out outright and upfront what you're going to be paying for, and what the fees look like associated with the job that they are doing for you. I hope that this information has been helpful to you. If it has, please give me a like, share this information on your page, tag a business owner that would also be interested in learning more about the differences between LegalZoom and hiring an attorney. And if you have additional questions, or if you'd like to do a deep dive into how you can really make sure that you're protecting your business, or to ensure that you have the proper contracts in place, or even if you'd like to do a contract review just to make sure that your contracts are ironclad, feel free to go ahead and DM us to schedule your own personal consultation where we'll talk through how we can customize a plan for your business and its needs.